Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So first of all, I was woken up by the largest thunder I've ever heard in my life this morning, 5 a.m. out of a dead sleep. I was terrified, so I had to make sure all of my pets were okay before I went back to sleep. Why is that important? Well, I was going to film either all my dolls video or what they're wearing for spring today, but there's thunder and lightning and rain outside, so there's no sun coming in the doll room, so that's not cool. So I guess we're going to film my updated American Girl wish list for 2024. I am currently sitting in my recliner and I have Olivia above me. She's sleeping on the back, and her, like, if she's purring and you hear it, I do apologize, but you know, we just, Olivia and I do everything together. But this is kind of a list that has been revised every year. Last year, I was able to cross off a ton of dolls from it, so you're going to see a ton of new faces, as well as some faces that disappeared, but have since returned to the wish list. With the help of Chris and Koa, I was able to get a ton of dolls from my wish list last year, and it was just absolutely amazing, and that makes those dolls extra special because friends picked them out for me at the benefit sale, or gifted them to me, or sold them to me. So I did get a lot of dolls from my wish list that had been on there for quite a few years. So this year we've got some new stuff. I only have 4 character dolls, and the bulk of this is truly me, just like you. So I don't mean that I want all of these right at once. Please do not take that like out of context. It's just, you know, what are you feeling at the moment? What dolls would you like to have if given the opportunity and a good deal? Some of these will be more difficult to obtain, and it might take a couple years, but I'm totally okay with that. So we're going to start with the character dolls and work our way from there. First up, Girl of the Year 2017, Gabriella McBride. I do want a traditional Gabriella and not the Truly Me 46, or Just Like You 46. I cannot remember what she actually is. I think she's Just Like You. But anyway, she's been on here for a while. I know that inbox Gabriellas are actually not that hard to find, especially like the big bulk set of Gabriella stuff. I just don't ever actively like, oh, I'm going to go on Mercari and buy a Gabriella today. Like, it just hasn't happened yet, but it will, because I do really like her and I do really want her. Girl of the Year 2013, Sage Copeland. I had her. I, for some reason, decided I'm going to customize her, and then it just completely backfired and I ended up selling that base. So I would like a Sage new inbox, and that's really what the issue is here, because I can't find one for a good price that I'm willing to pay right now, but I'm in no big hurry. But I do have 55 now, who a lot of people say looks like Sage, so I would really like to have them both, you know, together, and I'd probably make them like sisters or something. These next two are part of something that I started a couple years ago, and so Molly McIntyre I have. She was my 3rd doll. However, my original 5, or potentially my original 8 dolls, I would like to replace with pristine versions. Kit and Kirsten, I've already done so they were dolls 1 and 2 in my collection, so it's only fitting that I get another Molly. I do not want to send my childhood ones to the doll hospital because I just don't want, I don't want anything to happen to them, and I know that sounds so weird because they're going to get fixed, but I would like to keep my childhood girls in the way that child Kyla loved them, and then I can have my adult dolls in the way that adult Kyla loved them. So Molly is definitely next on the list. I do kind of look for Molly periodically. I know that she is available in American Girl, but right now she's on back order until September, so I don't know what I'm going to do, but I don't look for Molly as much as I look for this next doll on the list. Samantha Parkington was my 4th doll, and I have the traditional historical Samantha from 2004. And as cool as it would be to have like the 35th anniversary Samantha, I genuinely want the Be Forever Samantha. I love Be Forever Samantha. If you didn't know, Samantha and Nellie have my favorite historical collection ever. It is my biggest historical collection, meaning I have the most pieces from it. I am trying to collect or recollect my originals in order. So as I said, Kit and Kirsten, they were swapped, but I did Kirsten and then Kit. And so Molly and Samantha would be next. After that, things are going to get a little bit tougher because I have Nellie, Felicity, Elizabeth, and Emily. My Julie and Ivy from childhood are fine, so I don't really want to go out and replace those. But the others I started collecting when I was 3. Okay, so as you can imagine, they were super ridiculously loved. So it's going to get harder when you want to replace Elizabeth, Nellie, and Emily. Felicity, I should be able to find a good replacement for. But with as common as Molly and Samantha are, I'm not too terribly worried, but I do specifically want a Be Forever Samantha. I know she's still available. I know I can get her whenever I want to. That's why I really haven't jumped on the opportunity quite yet. Now that I have Just Like You 6 and Just Like You 4, number 20 is the oldest doll that I would like as of right now. Koa has her, and I did not pay any attention to this doll until Koa found her and was like, yeah, I have a 20. And I was like, oh my God, the gray eyes are just gorgeous. So honestly, I know she's difficult to find, obviously, because she doesn't even have a stock photo that you can pull up anywhere online. If there is one, I just could not find it ever. So number 20, she's definitely going to be a difficult one, but when I do get her, it will be a great day. She's come and gone from the wish list many a time, but she's back, Just Like You 36. A lot of people say she looks like Nellie. I love Nellie. I adore my Nellie, especially since she is 19 inches tall and not the regular 18 inches. Did you know that? But anyway, I love my Nellie, and I love 36, and I would really like to get her because 36 and 38, for some reason, just come as like a package deal to me. I know a lot of people say 36 and 48, but for some reason, 36 and 38, I just always like put them in my mind together. And honestly, I would like to make it a goal of mine to own all of the dolls in the 30s, with the exception of 33, because I have 102 and Charlotte is kind of like my 33 with eyelashes. So I'm getting pretty close. I just need 32, who's actually not on this wish list, so she'll probably be the last I acquire. And then I have 2 other dolls in the 30s that you're going to see right now. Here's 37. I don't know where this sudden love for 37 came from, but the last couple of months, I actually look for 37s a lot. I just haven't bought one because obviously I've gotten quite a few dolls since January. I know, terrible person. But yeah, 37, she's really cute, and she's not my typical, because you guys know the longer the hair, the more I want the doll. So yeah, she just kind of came out of nowhere. I have a couple friends that have her, and that probably influences it, because when I see friends that have her or people on Instagram that have her and they put her in like different outfits, and this goes for any doll, the more I see the doll like in a real life situation, the more I connect with the doll, or the less, but in this case, it's the more. 39 is another doll that has come and gone from the wish list. I really do like her, and since my new goal as of this year is to obtain all the dolls in the 30s, obviously I have to have 39, and a lot of people say she looks like McKenna. I'm a big fan of McKenna. I love my McKenna doll so much. I did her hair yesterday, and I adore her so much, so I would not be mad about having a 39. 43 is one that I actively search for. She is about as difficult to find as, let's say, 38, but I found 38, so I will never give up. I know that Chris and I are searching for her together for me, so I have a feeling, since he's much better at finding really good deals on things than I am, he will find her and then he will send her to me and I will buy her. I feel like that's how it's going to go. So Chris, the fate of me owning 43 is in your hands. 54, I actually want for a couple of different reasons. 1, because I don't have a Jess mold with bangs, and 2, because she is going to be Jade in my Little Brats lineup, because if you don't know, I have a Chloe, Sasha, and a Yasmin. I also have a Roxy and a Kumi, and those are Bratz dolls' names. So I need a Jade, and this is the only doll American Girl has that looks like Jade. And I want the Jade with the bangs because that's what original Jade looks like. So 54, a little bit more difficult to find, but maybe Jade will come to the collection this year. Getting into the newer dolls, I would like 100 or 27, whichever capacity I find her in. For some reason, she just looks more appealing to me as 100, but I'm not entirely sure. I know like everybody in the world has a 27, and that does not bother me at all. I love her. I think she's so cute, and she's Sophie Claire, and if you're old enough to understand that reference, I'm very, very happy for you. 109 is one that has really caught my eye ever since she came out. Now, I know you're probably like, wait, she has unnatural colored hair. This I could probably do. 110, I couldn't really do. Corinne, I can handle. This I can probably handle. I just think her whole concept, like her whole combination, is extremely unique, right down to the eye color. I really, really love it. I did see her in person about like 15 months ago, whenever the last time I was at the American Girl store, which I think was December 22. But I did see her. I did contemplate getting her, but we all know that I came home with Charlotte instead, which do I regret that? Absolutely not, because I love my little Charlotte. But 109 really has never left the wish list. 112, I cannot remember if she's been on my wish list before, but if she hasn't, then I don't know why I didn't put her on it, because she has been one that I've really liked, again, ever since the new batch came out. She'd be very, very unique for my collection because she has shorter hair and I don't have a lot of dolls with that short hair, and she just looks really fun and cute, and she looks like a revamped version of 58, who I don't have. Obviously, that doll has the Addie mold and this one has the Sonali mold, but 112 has always looked so cute. 115, I think we all know by now that I have set the rule that I will not be buying any new dolls from American Girl directly unless it is this doll. So the next time you see me unboxing a package from American Girl, it will be 115. 117 is another one I've wanted since she came out. I am glad I waited as long as I have, because the first batch of those dolls, since I have 118, I know what the hair of that batch was like, and I am so glad I did not get this doll, or definitely 115 or 112. I feel like 109 might have been a little bit easier because her hair was straight, but definitely the dolls with the more curls or waves or volume in their hair at all, I'm very glad I've waited as long as I did, because I did not like the feeling of that hair from that first batch. So hopefully when I get 117, aka the modern looking Marie Grace doll, she will have better hair. And lastly, 126. When I bought my 125, I considered 126 as well. She was in my cart. And I think it's because of her dark hair and blue-eyed combination. It gives very Grace Thomas, which I really like. Just something about the fair skin, blue eyes, dark hair combo is just beautiful. And American Girl really hasn't done it a lot. Except Grace Thomas is the only one that's coming to mind. Marie Grace actually has like lighter hair than Grace Thomas, so it's not as dark. But this doll definitely gives me like 55 and Grace Thomas vibes, and I really, really liked her. So she will definitely be coming. I just don't know when. There you have it, my updated wish list for 2024. Again, we will check back next year to see if I actually crossed any of these dolls off. Let me know who is on your wish list for this year, because it's always so fun to see what everybody else is hunting for. If you have not already, give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to join the fam, and tap that really cool notification bell so you know the exact moment I post a new video. Have a blessed day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye, everybody.